What's up, guys? It's Friday, and so you know what time it is. It's time for What the Fitness. And this week, our return guest is Paul Saladino. I've already seen this video, at least part of it, and it got me pretty upset, to be honest. So let's get into it. Paul is visiting a children's hospital.
Children's Hospital in Austin, Texas. We're gonna see what they serve in the cafeteria in a children's hospital. Western medicine doesn't really care what they feed patients. Pretty sure they don't care what they feed kids either, which is even more saddening. So let's go check it out. We'll see what's in here. This is what you can get in the cafeteria. I got French fries and chicken tenders cooked in cottonseed oil, canola oil with a preservative and an anti-foaming agent, and a banana cake with 409 calories.
I bet you didn't care about calories, Paul.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos, orange vanilla Coca-Cola. It's like every other hospital cafeteria in the United States, except this one is a children's hospital, which makes it even more striking. We should treat our children better. How will our physicians, our nurses ever set an example for our kids, for their families, when this type of garbage food is condoned, is served in the cafeteria here? It's crazy. We need to do better for our kids.
Oh, I love it when people use sick kids as props to push their agenda. This particular children's hospital deals with a lot of cancer. Paul's never had cancer, and he's probably never had a child who's had cancer. And it's very easy to get up on your high horse and look down on people for what's being served. Now, first off, I had several people from this hospital reach out to me and say there actually are some healthy options in that cafeteria that he completely glossed over and did not show. Of course not. It's not sensationalist. It doesn't get clicks. It doesn't get views, and we all know what's most important to Paul. Secondly, if a particular patient has a specific dietary need or requirement, they formulate those diets for those people specifically. And finally, probably the more striking thing is when people are undergoing cancer treatment, first off, let me tell you something that really pisses me off. And many of you watching this do this. You start giving unsolicited advice on how they can treat their cancer or cure their cancer. You're a just telling you. Those people dealing with cancer are already dealing with enough emotionally and physically. You don't need to add shame to their list of things to deal with. Now, second off, when you're undergoing cancer treatment, nausea is a very pronounced side effect. My mother has multiple myeloma. She's been through chemotherapy. There were times when she couldn't hardly keep anything down. And when you're talking about little kids, oftentimes with taste aversions, I had one parent write me and said, our little girl couldn't keep anything down other than milkshakes. That was it. Everything else she would throw up. You're gonna tell these parents they need to feed their kids meat, Paul? Since it's all about carnivore, bro? They just need to give her a ribeye? That'll cure her cancer? One of the biggest indicators of mortality with cancer is wasting. Not just the cancer itself, but the actual wasting of lean tissue can be quite fatal. So, what do you think is better, Paul? That these people be forced to eat food that's clean or falls under your definition of clean and let them continuously throw up and be miserable? Or should they be allowed to at least have something that they can get down and keep down? I'm gonna be really honest. I wasn't a big Paul Saladino fan before this. This video is disgusting. To use kids as props and to shame the kids and the parents and the hospitals doing this work is frankly disgusting. Paul's not a physician. He's not an oncologist. He's a psychiatrist. This is not his area of specialty. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And I can tell you, he's never handled somebody one-on-one who is sick with cancer and suffering from nausea. I don't care what his intentions are. I care about his actions. There's a way to bring awareness to having healthy choices in cafeterias. I'm for that, having healthy choices of food. You can do it without shaming people and increasing food insecurity. I have a friend who has cancer. So afraid to eat anything that they were eating nothing because they felt like everything was gonna feed their cancer. And everything that didn't feed their cancer, they couldn't keep down. And I had to kind of explain to this person that, hey, getting something down is better than nothing because wasting is a very real possibility here. You don't need to feel ashamed. Also, let's not forget that Paul is Brian Johnson, AKA Liver King's business partner. And recently it came out that, completely unshocking to anybody with eyeballs, Brian Johnson is on enough steroids and human growth hormone to kill a rhinoceros. And Paul came out and said, integrity is everything, and I had no idea about this. Either you truly didn't know, in which case you're completely ignorant of the human body, or you knew and didn't really mind. Not sure which one it is, don't really care. Both options aren't very palatable. And so I guess I would put out one more plea to you, which is do better, man. So Paul, and to anyone watching, the next time you feel the need to mansplain to cancer patients about why they should be eating healthier, or shame hospitals for providing highly palatable foods for patients, you can take your opinion and you can shove it up your ass. Catch you guys next week.